Alright. Blah. So check this out, guys. My focus should be. I forgot the tripod at work, so it's on a stand. This should be pretty good. I get to sit down and talk, and it's pretty comfortable. You're sitting down, I'm sitting down. I know it's a one-way conversation, but you're listening and I appreciate it. Comment below, then it's a two-way convo, because I like to reply to you guys. Okay, so this is a Q&A. I have the computer in front of me. Jake asked me a question via email, and I said, you know what, Jake? This is huge for a lot of people, so I am going to answer it via video. Do you mind? Jake says, sure, thanks so much. So Jake, I hope I answer it correctly. So, he's saying, he saw one of my videos, it really helped. Jake is 20 years old. Alright, 20. Great age. 20 years old, he says he's fairly good looking, and he has a lot of friends, and he's saying he doesn't really enjoy going out because he's overthinking his height. He thinks he's a little too skinny. And this is what he's kind of concerned about, and his mind's rushing and he can't enjoy himself while he's out because he keeps thinking about his height. Every time I see somebody look at me, they're thinking, whoa, he's huge, and I hate it. Understandable. I feel this could be the main reason that I'm not enjoying anything. It's literally in my head 24/7. Jake, what do you do? Hopefully this can help you out. I'm going to start with a story that happened. It happened yesterday. This is very recent, guys. Happened yesterday. I went golfing with my three brothers. My oldest, Paul, and then Mark, then Craig. Had a great round. And Paul, the oldest, great life. Great person. My role model. He has been, right outside of high school, he's done modeling contracts. You can see him in Abercrombie magazine. He's been in campaigns for Sony. He's been in magazines for wine, because he sells wine. All sorts of stuff. He's been on E.T. Tonight, whatever that is. E.T. Entertainment Tonight. So he's been on screen. He's been used to being seen in the public eye, and his looks have everything to do with that. If he was ugly, modeling doesn't happen, right? So he's 30 years old, and guess what? We go for golfing, we come back, and he's like, Scott, I want you to shave my head. I'm like, man, you sure? That's a nice head of hair you got. He's like, I want you to shave my head. Enough is enough. I'm like, what do you mean enough is enough? So Paul's been using that that kind of spray on your hair. When your hair is really thinning and you're practically bald, you put the spray on, I'm sure you've seen it, and it's like magnetized to your scalp and your hair. Makes your head of hair seem full. So guess what? He's been doing that for the last few years. So he's like, Scott, no one's seen this before. He calls all the brothers in the bathroom. No one's seen this before, guys. I want to show you something. He goes in the shower, gets shampoo, washes it out. He comes out of the room, and he says, guys, look. And I'm like, he's thin here. Like as thin as the arm hair. And then he's bald. Right? All of this is bald. All of it. Bald. I couldn't believe it. I had no idea. And he's sick of hiding under this freaking cover-up over his head. It's not him. Takes time. So he shaved his head. And now he's got to go back to work. He's happily married. He's got to go back to work. And he's got to show, and the next party he goes to, the next get-together. He's bald, man. He's bald. A person who's been in the public eye, doing modeling and everything. How do you think that feels, Jake and everybody? Man, that takes serious balls. And I told him that. I'm like, Paul, man, that takes serious courage. Respect. I respect you for doing that. Huge role model. So Jake and everybody watching here, Why did I tell you that story about my brother? It's still a shock to me. Like, I see him and nothing. Like, wow, man. Why am I telling you this? It's because, Jake, you're tall, 6'4". I would love to have you on my basketball team, man. And you said you're skinny. I'm sure you're perfectly healthy. Everybody has something about their body that they're really not too happy about. I could name a few things. Everybody has that. But what my brother did and what I want you to do is say, I'm tall and there is nothing I can do about it. Jake, your height is completely out of your control. And although that sucks because you want to be a little shorter, because you're overthinking it, that's actually a good thing. Because things you can't control, when there's nothing you can do, you can kind of get over it. There's nothing you can do. So what can you do? Nothing. So part of this whole journey, Jake, is, hey, you're 20 years old. That's always the age where, you know, you're changing, man. You're changing. Your brain is developing faster than something. You will get over this overthinking. Let me tell you that right now. But the big part of it is acceptance. That you can't do anything about it. Full acceptance of yourself. And I talked about that in that social anxiety video, the one that has the most views on the channel. It's like being comfortable with yourself. Being content knowing that this is me. This is what I'm stuck with. This is my temple for my spirit, whatever you believe. And to be content with that, it's hard. But it takes practice. So all I want you to say right now, and when you're out in public and you're overthinking that I'm tall, everyone's looking at me, oh my gosh. First of all, they're really not. That's all coming from your mind. People aren't looking at you like, whoa, 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 oh my god. But say to yourself, I'm tall, that's awesome, and there's nothing I can do about it. Repeat that to yourself. There's nothing I can do about it. Once you say there's nothing I can do about it, not even thoughts will come into your mind eventually, because thoughts can't do anything about it either. You're telling yourself there's nothing you can do about it, so the thoughts are pointless too. I know this video is fairly specific to Jake, but the whole overthinking scenario, of course, I could do tons of videos on it. It happens to me too. You get one thought in your head and you just drive yourself nuts, just thinking, overthinking it, playing different scenarios in your head. Jake, you're probably about to go out and then you're like, oh, what if this person's there? What if I see that person? Well, it's this venue. They have shorter they have doors that aren't really high. I'm gonna have to duck under. You get overthinking, and I understand that. So Jake, I hope that helped. Remember, you're tall, there's nothing you can do about it, and that's a good thing. Breathe deep when you go out. Be conscious of your body. I know you're really conscious of your body, but you're more conscious of your thoughts right now when you're going out. You're more conscious of what's going on and what other people are thinking. Root yourself into your body. Feel that, yes, I'm tall, and there's nothing I can do about it, and I love it.